Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, coming at you with Endless Scrap Mechanic. In today's video, we are going to be checking out a really cool excavator, as well as a truck and trailer that was made to pull it. Now, this is a very laggy build when you put the two together, so we're going to be checking out each build individually, and then, of course, I will make an attempt to try and drag this thing around. It is pretty laggy, but it is so much fun, it's definitely going to be worth it. So we're going to start off with the excavator, and then move on to the truck. Alright, so here we are down in a pit with the excavator. As you can see, it's a pretty cool design. I was using some reference pictures and I tried to make it like the appropriate shapes and also the same dimensions to be used with the truck. Now, of course, I will mention that there are no treads on it. Unfortunately, the game is just too laggy when you use many bearings, so even with just this excavator on the truck, it's bad enough. So maybe one day the game will be optimized enough and we can actually use some tank treads. But until then, I'm just going to kind of make do and use some wheels. So as you can see, we can easily get into this front seat right here by hopping into this modded seat. So I had to kind of improvise and add a little bit of like a fake seat behind it, but I think it looks really cool. It's a really well-designed excavator as well. I think the colors, I find the color yellow in this game is a little too bright, unfortunately, but it does have to do. So, there's a few buttons to use in this one here, the first one being the 1 key. So right back here you can see when you press the 1 key, it'll actually raise up this little arm. So when you press that 1 key, you are allowed to turn the entire top part around. So this is obviously like the main point of an excavator, of course, is being able to turn this thing around. So you can actually turn this thing facing this way and then drive it going the opposite direction. Of course, you can probably keep spinning it while you're driving. There we go. So it does have the full 360 capability, so you can actually turn it this way here. And we can press the 4 key, and that is the main arm that goes up and down. I was kind of improvising with these pipe pieces here to make like a makeshift piston, so it did turn out pretty good. Obviously, we will have pistons eventually. So the 5 key is what extends the second arm there. And then the 6 key is what is your scoop. So basically you would press the 6 key up like this, and then the 5 key would kind of scoop it down like that. So after you press 4, you can actually just kind of scrape the ground like that and kind of at least pretend to scoop things up. The game would be way too laggy even if I wanted to put something there. Oh man, I'm almost tipping this thing over here. All right, let's line this thing back up. We're gonna make our way up to the trailer anyway. But as I was saying, this thing is definitely like easy to use, but it doesn't actually scoop anything up. All right, I'm having a hard time here. I'm gonna try my best. There we go. Okay, perfect. So there you go. The locking mechanism is back in, so we can actually turn this thing around. It is using. Whoops. I just tipped this, wow. Alright, there we go, back on track. So we are going to make our way up to the truck there. So it does handle the terrain pretty well. It uses thrusters to steer left and right, and it's all just electric engines for the wheels itself. I didn't make it go extremely fast because in real life an excavator isn't really going to go fast to begin with. Alright, so it does handle pretty good. You have to let off the gas to turn, but at least you can pretty much turn on a dime, and you can even back up and go forward, and that will actually allow you to spin around like so. So ultimately, I'm kind of improvising with what I got, but it definitely gets the job done. Alright, so that's a pretty neat excavator. I love using the mod pieces for all of the fine details. It's of course the DERF mod pack, so it has all sorts of amazing things, and I love the usage of the flat windows, so you get a lot more like spacious kind of designs here, so I'm absolutely digging it. So there you go, that's the excavator, and over here we have the truck and trailer. So this was made during a stream quite some time ago, and I think some people were asking me about it recently. So if you were in the stream, let me know. Unfortunately, this build, I thought it was completely gone. I had a terrible glitch happen, but Brent Batch has a tool that fixes blueprints. That's right, guys. So you can actually import your blueprints into Brent Batch's tool. I'm going to put a link in the description to his channel so you can check it out. So if you have any broken blueprints, you can use this program and it'll fix it the best way that it can. If it doesn't have an absolute solution, which it didn't in this case, there is a means to get rid of the problem and fix it no matter what. So I used that and it fixed it, and here it is again. So I'm so happy that it's not lost completely. So we can actually run up to the back though and press this button here. So this is the kind of like the little ramp mechanism here that we use the excavator to ride up on. So you can see it has an extra lifted area right here. Now this would be really to put, like, maybe if you had like a skyjack or a forklift, you could put it right here and the excavator would just sit right back here. So there's definitely loads of room on the trailer. But we are gonna just pop that right back up again. And we're gonna make our way into the driver's seat. So here, I love these two-way switches. They make like a block as well as a switch at the same time, so you can get in and get out from either side, which is absolutely fantastic. And I put a little side step here so you can actually jump in, so it's kind of difficult sometimes to get in, apparently. Let's see if we can do it. There we go. Alright, so it's kind of looking funny in here. As you can see, I have just some blocks as the seats. Now, the reason why I did that was because when you get into the seat like so, you can actually just hop right back out again, and now you're actually like standing here, and we can actually just open the door and slide right back out again. So that was just kind of a feature. I figured I would add it. Some people didn't really want to see the block seat, but I was really happy with the usage of it. So it's really neat, actually. This is the trailer system in the back here. So I decided to make it all one piece, but as you can see, it is some suspension there on a bearing, so it does bounce around very naturally. It doesn't make it difficult to take any hills at all because it reacts to it very efficiently. So we can even go over some massive rocks like this. We might get stuck the odd time like so. But maybe I can wiggle my way out of this one. Nope, probably not. Alright, so I would say it's about time we try and get this excavator into the trailer. I will give you guys the standard FPS warning. So of course, once I get this trailer in, it's going to be extremely laggy. So bear with me. It's not going to be too much of an issue, I hope. But if it is, then, I don't know, at least we'll be able to get to see me drive around a little bit. Alright, so there it is, guys. It is an excavator as well as a truck and trailer that pulls it around. What an awesome build. It is so much fun. I really wish it wasn't so laggy, but you know what? I'm still having a good time. So of course, guys, make sure you check out the build on the Steam Workshop. There will be links in the description. And if you did enjoy the build, then make sure you hit that like button. And of course, let me know down in the comments what you think. And definitely subscribe for Endless Scrap Mechanic because that's what we got going on the channel. And of course, I will be seeing you guys in the next one. So bye for now.